So hello, my name is Letty Mitchell and we'll be doing a 30-minute yoga practice. My company name is Body by Letty and I'm here at Chroma Yoga, and in Chroma Yoga we combined light therapy and color therapy with yoga in our classes. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so start by coming into any comfortable seated position. Allow the spine to lengthen. And then close the eyes. And before we start to move, begin to tune in. And with the eyes closed, start to bring your awareness to the foundation of your pose, without you changing anything. Feel your legs against the ground. Bring your awareness to your seat. Visualize the full length of your spine. Feel the weight of your shoulders, the shape of your arms, the hands. The sensation of your head floating on top of the spine. And then bring your awareness to the tip of your nose. And start to tune in with your breathing. Feeling into each inhalation and each exhalation. Just breath. Just breath. And then slowly start to open your eyes. Okay. Come into an all-four position. Spread your hands out wide underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees directly underneath your hips. As you breathe in, relax the belly. Lift your chest up, find your way into your first cow stretch. Exhale, pull your belly in and round through the spine. And again, inhale, soften the belly, lift up the chest, roll the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, pull your belly in and round. One more time, inhale, soften through the belly, lift your chest all the way up. And exhale, pull your belly in and round. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes underneath and lift your hips all the way up. And just take a moment to, again, feel your hands ground down into the floor. Start to take your dog for a walk by bending your knees, one at a time. Couple of nods and shakes of the head, just releasing any stress in the neck. Release the back of the jaw, release the tongue inside the mouth. And then from here, start to walk your hands to your feet, so you're at the back end of your mat. And we're gonna stay upside down for a while. Knees are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. Interlacing the hands behind the back,
Squeezing your shoulder blades together and gently pulling the knuckles of the arms forward. One last breath. Releasing your hands down onto the ground. Tuck your chin in towards your chest and just start to roll up carefully. As soon as you roll up, take a big breath in and lift your arms all the way up to the ceiling. As you exhale through the center line of your body, take a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, find a flat back, press your hands against your shin bones. And then like an animal, crawl yourself forward into your first plank position. Spread your hands wide. Feel the stability of your shoulders, feel the engagement of your bottom, feel the engagement of your legs. Lift your hips, pull back into your down dog. As you breathe in, ripple the spine forward again into your plank position. And as you exhale, soften the knees and ripple back into your down dog. And again, inhale, ripple forward into your plank. Drop your knees down. Bend your elbows and carefully lower yourself down. Lift your chest up, take a baby cobra, pulling your shoulder blades away from your ears. And as you exhale, pull back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Lift your right leg behind you. Step your right foot forward in between the hands and just allow that left knee to come down onto the ground. As you inhale, lift the spine and lift the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Bring your hands down, frame your front foot. Open up to your first Skandasana, your side lunge facing the left hand side. Crawl yourself to the back of the mat, bending your left knee, straightening out your right leg. Crawl to the front of your mat, bending your right knee. Crawl to the back of the mat, then turn to face the back of your mat. Drop the right knee down onto the ground. Inhale, lift the spine and lift the arms all the way up. Bring your hands down onto the ground and again step back into your plank position. From your plank position, walk your hands to your feet. Bend your knees into a squat. Chin to your chest, rolling all the way up. And repeat, shoulders up to your ears. Drop the knees, inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Through the center line of your body, fold slowly all the way down. Slide your hands up your shins, come into that flat back. And again, another animalistic pose, start to walk yourself forward into plank. Lift your hips into your down dog. Ripple your spine forward into plank. Soften the knees, ripple back into your down dog. Ripple forward into your plank. Drop your knees. Bend your elbows and lower. Pull your chest forward into your little baby cobra. And exhale, move back home into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Extend your left leg behind you and step your left foot forward in between the hands. Dropping the back knee down into the ground and inhale, lifting the spine, the crown, and the arms all the way up. Bring your hands down, frame your front foot, pivot to the right side of your mat, Skandasana. Crawling to the front of your mat, crawling to the back of the mat, crawling to the front of the mat, turn to face the front, drop your left knee down, inhale, lift the arms up. Bring your hands down onto the ground. Step back into your plank, and this time, straight back into your downward facing dog. From here, start to walk your feet forward to your hands and chill out upside down. Heavy head. Hands can interlace again behind your back, squeezing your shoulder blades together and pulling the knuckles of the hands forward. One breath. Release your arms. Tuck your chin in towards the chest and then just carefully start to roll yourself all the way up. Okay, and once you've come into your mountain pose, bring your big toes together. Bend your knees, come into your first Utkatasana, your chair pose. Squeezing your knees together, squeeze your inner thighs together. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, twist to the right hand side. Your left elbow is pressing against your right knee. Come back to center. Lift your chest and your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big breath in. Twisting to your left hand side. Right elbow presses against your left knee and you open up the chest. Come back to center. Lift your arms all the way up. And exhale, take that fold. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the crown of the head. One breath to stabilize your plank. Exhale to your low plank. Upward facing dog. Lifting the chest, squeezing your bum. Pull back into your downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Step your right foot forward in between the hands. Angle your left foot out and open up into your first warrior two facing the left hand side of the studio. Take the gaze over the middle finger of your front arm. Take a moment to feel the floor beneath your feet and feel the length of the spine. Flip your front palm. Take that right arm up and over as you reverse your warrior two. Bring in your right forearm down onto your front thigh and start to reach your left arm towards the front, using the muscles in your legs to stabilize and turning your chest towards the ceiling. 2 breaths here. 1 final breath. Open up your arms, come back into a warrior two. Straighten out your front leg. Turn your toes to face the left hand side. And bring your hands into your hips. Inhale, lift your chest all the way up. And as you exhale, come into your first straddle. Bringing your hands onto blocks or bringing your hands all the way down. Relaxing your head. And bringing the weight forward onto the balls of the feet rather than the heels. And bring your hands underneath your shoulders as you straighten out the arms. Turn your right toes out to a 1 or a 2 o'clock position. Bring your right hand in the center. And as you inhale, press your right hand down and lift your left arm all the way up. Bring your left hand down. Feet to parallel, second side. Turn your left toes out. Ground your left hand down and inhale, extend the chest, the arm and the hand up to the ceiling. Bring your hand down. Feet to parallel, bring your hands onto your hips and lift your spine all the way up. Come back into a warrior two, turning your right foot forward to the front of the mat. And then cartwheel the hands down. Bring your hands inside of your right foot and toe heel your right foot to the outer edge of the right mat. Lift up the left heel and find your way into a lizard. Option to keep the arms straight. Option to bring the forearms all the way down into the ground. 1 last breath. If you're on your forearms, straighten out your arms and step yourself back into your downward facing dog. Again, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Stepping your left foot forward in between the hands, angle out your right foot, open up into a wide warrior 2 second side. Flip your left palm, take that left arm up and back as you reverse your warrior 2. Bring your left forearm down into your front thigh and circle that right arm forward towards the front of the room. Using the strength of your legs, pressing down through the soles of the feet and allowing the chest to find as much space as possible. Come back into a powerful warrior 2. Straighten out both your legs, turn your toes to the right, and this time interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chest to the air. And as you exhale, take that forward fold. One more breath. Relax your arms down. I'm going to take these twists again, turning your right toes out to a 1 or 2 o'clock position. Press your right hand down and inhale, lift your left arm up. Developing on our first variation, wrap your left arm behind the back into a half bind. Potential to grab hold of your left foot with your right hand and use that leverage to twist your chest up further. Last breath. And then gently release. Feet to parallel, turn your left toes out, left hand in the center and inhale, raise your right arm up. Take a half bind with the right arm and potentially grabbing hold of your right leg with your left hand and twisting your chest further around. And then release. Hands down, feet to parallel. Bringing your hands onto your hips and gently lift yourself back up. Turn your front foot forward, come back into a powerful warrior 2. And then cartwheel the hands down, bring your hands inside of your left foot. So toe heel your left foot to the left and lift up the heel of your right foot. Stay where you are or start to bring your forearms down to the ground. 2 quality breaths here. One final breath. Straighten out your arms, move back home, downward facing dog. And from your downward facing dog, start to walk your feet forward to your hands. Turn your toes out, have your heels internally rotated, and then relax your bum. Lift yourself up into your malasana, your squat pose. Hands together in front of your chest, and gently allow the elbows to press against your inner knees. Close your eyes again. Take the awareness back to the tip of the nose. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. And then open the eyes. Bring your hands behind you and then just carefully roll yourself onto your back. Feet are hip distance apart and draw the heels in slightly towards the pelvis. Press your lower back down into the ground, and as you press your lower back down, start to peel your tailbone off the ground and lift your spine all the way off the ground into your first bridge. Keep your hands spread wide and press your hands and your feet down to lift your hips up even higher. One more breath. and then roll yourself all the way down into the ground. Option to repeat that exactly the same way. If you're familiar with wheel, bring your hands by your shoulders, bring your feet a little bit closer in towards your pelvis, press through your hands, press through your feet, and lift yourself up into your full wheel. Using the back of the body here, squeezing onto your bum, and gently pulling your chest forward in between the arms. 2 breaths. One final breath. If you're in a wheel, tuck your chin in towards the chest as you come down. Bring your feet together, allow the knees to open up wide. Bring your left hand on your heart center. Bring your right hand onto your lower tummy and just take a moment to breathe. Draw the knees together. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. And then option just to gently rock side to side. Bring your feet down into the mat. Bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. If you're comfortable here, draw the left knee in towards the chest and grab hold of the back of that leg as you gently pull your knee in closer. 2 deep breaths here, using the connection of your hand against your thigh to increase the sensation in your right hip. Last breath. And release. Second side, right foot down. Bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. Pull your knee in. And then interlace the fingers around the back of your right leg, keeping the back of the jaw relaxed, keeping the neck relaxed, using the strength of the arms to guide your knee in closer. Another 2. Last 1. And then gently release. Ending with a supine. So take your right knee in towards the chest and extending your left leg forward towards the front of the studio. And just take a moment to pull your knee in towards your right armpit. Then use your left hand to bring your right knee across the body. Open up your chest, relax through the right shoulder, and then open up your right arm. Keep looking at the ceiling so that you don't pull or stress your neck. And then come back to center. And let's repeat. Extending your right leg forward, drawing your left knee in towards the chest. Squeeze the knee in as close as you can, pulling in towards the armpit to avoid the rib cage. And then taking your left knee across the body towards the right hand side. Relax your left shoulder, relax your arm, and breathe into this spinal twist. Last breath. And then gently release. Pull both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. And then before we rest in Shavasana, you're just going to lift your legs all the way up to the ceiling. If you have a block or a pillow, slide this underneath your pelvis just to elevate your hips up. An option to come into dead bug, where you're also extending your arms up to the ceiling. The sensation of your arms and your legs just floating in the air. 4 full breaths here. Last 3. Last 2. And on that last breath, draw all your limbs into the center of your body, and then extend your legs out nice and long. Open the arms out wide, and then close your eyes. Full body relaxation. Stay in your Shavasana for however you have time for. And then you're going to start to bring some movement into the fingers, into your hands. Lift your arms up overhead, bring your legs together, come into a full body pencil stretch. Bring your knees in towards the chest. Roll onto one side, and then lift yourself back up into your comfy seat. And just take a moment with a nice long spine to close the eyes, and bring your hands together right in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and exhale. Bring your thumb knuckles to your third eye, which is that space just in between your eyebrows. Namaste.